Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the month of September. Now do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you. Now I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the cards out here. Let's see what we have going on for you, Aries. Do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Actually, all right, there we go. We'll go and take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. Energy on the bottom, you have the 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords is all about potential separation in your life. Now, obviously, this can be around a relationship. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely 2 relationship cards here, 2 love cards here to support this potentially. There could be something that you're moving on. There could be somebody that you're moving on from. This will feel like a shock for some of you. I would say you're not seeing it coming. I try to keep these readings positive, but you have this idea of the Tower showing up and a change. However, the whole point of this is that it is moving you along your destiny in some ways. You actually have an extremely positive reading here, despite a potential separation from something or someone. Now, do keep in mind that this may be a separation from something else in your life, maybe a job, maybe a friend, maybe something else. You could think of the 3 of Swords as just as something. The 3 of Swords is really just something that could break your heart. You could also think of it as the feeling of sort of an emotional outpouring or emotional releasing as well in your life. And so it could be many things. If your relationship is solid and healthy and there's nothing to worry about, then there's nothing to worry about. So I do want to make sure that you also understand that. I do not want you to come away from this reading feeling like you are afraid or anxious at all, because if you're in a healthy and stable partnership and you have been for a long time, you should be good, okay? You should be good. But there is something here that you may be separating from that may be a little bit surprising to you, but it's a very, very good situation altogether. Despite it being a change and despite it being a little bit surprising, it could be very positive to you. And I will expand on that more as we go along. So in the overall situation, you have the Star card. Star is my favorite card, or one of my favorite cards in the tarot. This is truly a good sign. The Star is all about wishes being granted to you. The idea here is that the person on the Star is a genie. Of course, genies grant wishes. And the idea here is that if you've thrown a wish out to the universe, as represented here by the stars, then this could be coming back into you, or this wish could be coming back to you in some ways. This is also about healing, hope, optimism for the future, really good vibes. You can also see this, the pool of water here is a healing pool of water. This can also talk about tranquility and serenity, and also this idea of maybe even being a star or being in the starlight or in the spotlight. And so yeah, that could certainly be the case as well. Like if you're somebody who's on social media, or you're looking to get on social media, the Star is definitely a card you want to get in a reading. Now, in the past, you have the 2 of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Cups here. So definite change is the name of, change is definitely the name of the game here. Either change or like kind of trying to keep things together is kind of what I'm feeling. The reason being is 2 of these cards here in the future, but also the 2 of Pentacles is all about change. It can represent a change in your finances or a change in your material situation. By default, it's good. And you do have it next to the 4 of Pentacles, which is an interesting combination. Some of you may be afraid of a change. Some of you may be afraid of losing something here. The thing is, this is all coming in the area of your thoughts or your mind here. This upper row is the row of your thoughts. And so you may be fear casting, okay? You may be anticipating a change that may never happen. So that could certainly come in. There could be, in other words, what I'm saying is there could be some fears around your financial situation that you're looking to work through. Some of you are also eagerly waiting for a job position, or you're eagerly waiting to hear some news around a job that you've applied for, because you have this Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands is all about offers, opportunities, and Wands is the suit of work, career, enterprise. So this could be, some of you are really hoping for and waiting out to hear about a job opportunity here. This can be the biggest card of a job offer. And what I like is that it is paired with the Two of Pentacles. Again, Two of Pentacles by default is a positive change. Of course, job offers come with money, and that comes with a change in your financial situation, right? And so you can see how this is kind of adding up here or stacking up. And what's even better is you do have this Knight of Cups, which the Knight of Cups, you know, in a career situation can talk about some sort of happy event happening for you or some sort of happy event arriving for you. And this person's sort of offering a cup out. Cups represent happiness. And so, you know, certainly some of you could be, at the beginning of the month, it looks very good in terms of your career situation or just in terms of your life. It definitely looks very good here. Now, the Knight of Cups can also, in relationship situations, say that some of you are, when you get the Knight of Cups, it's sort of like this idea of somebody charging in, like somebody romantic or somebody who is potentially romantic, making their feelings known to you. It could also represent progressions in relationships. So events that lead to a new relationship or events that lead to a progress in relationships. Like maybe you've been dating and now you're looking to move in together, or, you know, something like that, right? I think you understand what I'm saying. And you have it here associated with change, with the Two of Pentacles, indicating change or keeping things in the air, or keeping things together. Definitely something changing here for you, and you're going to start to see this at the beginning of the month. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Star card, and you also have the Five of Pentacles here showing up. Now, this situation, here's the deal. You have this combination here with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So let me break this down for you. So this person, they are so consumed by their money that they're touching, all four pentacles are hitting their body in some way, right? They have their feet on pentacles, both hands are on a pentacle, there's a pentacle on their head. This represents this person being totally consumed by money, right? And so the reality is that this person has money, right? They're holding on, they have money. The issue is not lack of money. The issue is that they're fearful that they will lack money. And if they do not work through these fears, it spills over into the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about scarcity mindset. It is about talking to yourself in a negative way. It can talk about loss of money or of resources, but when I get it in the lower row, which you have here, the lower row is the way that you talk to yourself. It's also your subconscious. And so for you, it's like your fears may actually tip into something here, and it may become worse when you get the Four of Pentacles into the Five of Pentacles, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But like, it's almost like for some of you, there's something very much being highlighted here around the money aspect of work, the money aspect of career. It's almost like for some of you, maybe you're even like wondering if this new job is going to come with enough of a raise or enough of of a benefit to you. Or if the salary will be high enough, or the pay, or whatever it is, right? And what I really urge you to remember here is that you have this Star card in the middle, and the Star is all about hope and optimism. And I would really, to the best of your ability, take an optimistic approach at this time to your situation. And so if it's almost like, I truly believe that our thoughts drive our reality. And with the Star card in the middle, this is saying, listen, look on the bright side, right? You know, glass half full or glass half empty type person. And embracing the more positive, optimistic side of life could really bring multiple benefits to you. And remember, the star is truly, truly, truly an amazing, amazing energy to find here. And so you have it in the middle, and it's this middle card spills into the rest of the cards. It informs the rest of the cards. So it's a very important placement in this reading. So try to remember that as you maybe go along here in your month. Towards the end of the month, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Tower. So, I really want to see what clarifications come in for you, which we do with the Oracle cards, and we also clarify with more tarot cards. But it's almost like there's a bit of a convoluted message here, right? Because Two of Cups for me is my favorite romance card in the tarot. It's like two souls linking up in this lifetime. It's a very deep connection. It's a soul bond. You have it here with this Two of Pentacles, which can represent like change, as I've said 100 times. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of change. The Tower is a card of change. The Tower is a blessing in disguise, though. And so the Tower oftentimes feels destructive. It also oftentimes feels challenging. It feels hard. But the reality is that the Tower collapses something in your life that was never really stable in the first place. And so for some of you, if there is somebody falling out of your life, especially as this is paired with the Wheel of Fortune, recognize that this is this is moving you along your path. It sounds a little bit, I'm not trying to sound like I'm devoid of emotion here, when I'm saying it's part of your destiny, because it's like, I know that's like that's like a very hard thing to hear when you're going through a breakup or a separation, but it's moving you along your path. And the reality is, if this relationship wasn't really stable in the first place, you could just think of it as like the universe, your guides, whatever you believe in, kind of giving you this blessing in disguise so that you can move along in some ways. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of your destiny. That's what I'm saying. Like, if there is something that's falling out, or if there is somebody that's falling out here, this is a necessary change. The thing about the wheel is that right now the wheel is spinning in your direction, and this is the example I always give, and I'm going to give it to you. I haven't used it in a while, but in a while, and by a while I mean like maybe not in a few months, but you're in the train station. The train's coming in. You can stay in the station, or you can get on the train. That's the Wheel of Fortune. You never know where the train of your destiny is going to take you if you don't get on the train. Right? But if you stay in the station, like, you'll just be where you've been forever, right? And so the train of your destiny could take you somewhere amazing. But there's a risk in everything, right? So like, it's really up to you if you want to hop on that train and you want to hop on the train of your destiny, or if you want to stay where you are. That's what the Wheel of Fortune says. Your conditions are favorable for you to make a positive change and for you to follow some type of new journey, or follow some type of destiny. But you'll never know if you don't try, type of deal. And especially as the star is showing up here, which, again, incredible energy. And so, by the way, this might not even be about a relationship. This might be about this opportunity. This might be about this opportunity. You never know what might be there for you, or you never know who could be there, what could be there, or the opportunity that this could provide you in the long haul. So, something to consider. Let's go ahead and take a look at these four. You have four Kipper cards here. Okay, so you have gift, change, toil and labor, and wealthy man. Isn't it interesting that gift is number 17, and so is the star? So, again, the universe, the star, you can think of the star as like signs, synchronicities, the universe. I feel like you're being given a gift here that may feel like that may be appearing in your life as a real blessing in disguise type deal, where it's like, whoa, like, this doesn't feel comfortable, but ultimately there's something that positive that's at the end of this. Or when you unwrap the present, if you will, there's something positive in there. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Definite change. We've been talking about change the entire time. Some of you are like working too hard in a relationship. A relationship shouldn't feel like work. With the toil and labor card, wealthy man is very good. This could be a quality of the person you are that we're talking about here. If there's a change, doesn't matter what gender they are. I don't attach gender to my cards, even though that says man. I don't attach gender to my cards. But also wealthy man is a very good card for investments as well in investing. Let's go ahead and get some more details on what this might be. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Two of Swords, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Sun, you have the Five of Swords, you have the Queen of Cups, and you also have the Seven of Cups here. Okay, so the Page of Wands twice. You know, this, for many of you, this might not even be about a relationship, like I've been saying multiple times. Hopefully some of you got that. Like, if your relationship's good, I would say nothing to fear here. But there might be a nice, like I would say, a pleasant surprise in your work life, or in, I think some of you have been really firing off your applications, you know, cleaning up your resume, putting in, you know, job applications. I think that there could be some really positive developments in those areas. And what's interesting here is you have this paired with the Seven of Cups, which Seven of Cups is like an abundance of choice or an abundance of options. If you look here, this person's like looking at all these different cups and they're realizing that there are so many different opportunities for them. There are so many different things that they could choose. And so it's almost like when you get the, well, it is, when you get the Page of Wands with the Seven of Cups, it could even represent that you have multiple offers here in the job market available to you. It's probably because you're talented. You know, you're somebody who's you know, appears to be highly employable as well. There is something here locking you up. I think it's about a choice. And there's also this energy around loss here that's showing up, the Five of Swords indicating loss. And then I've talked about it as it relates to change in your financial situation with the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are fearful of loss. However, you have the Sun card. The Sun is the best omen to find in the tarot. It truly is, for me, the best omen to find. This is total positivity, joy, abundance, success, victory, and truth. So some of you are getting the outcome that you were really hoping for here, and you might even have multiple, you may even be spoiled for choice, if you will. You might even be like blessed with, you know, an opportunity to take multiple routes in your career. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.